And we're gonna go with a purple background, the stamp front for this, as I call it. Fill layer, and we're gonna bring over our, oh, it's here, our little template from before. In yours, it's gonna be hidden, but make sure that you tap on that uh, little square so that it shows up. Copy, bring it over here, slide 3 fingers down, and we have it. Let's put it in the center over there. You can even lower the opacity and start with a new layer. So I'm gonna get this color, dry ink, and I'm just gonna go over it. Let's see. Um, I think oh, right. Almost forgot. I wanted to show you this guy. This is what I wanted to talk to you about, because sometimes if you're running low on inspiration, then you can get one of your older illustrations and just recreate it or repurpose it. So this one for me, let me see. I have my little sketchbook. Okay, here it is. It was inspired by this penguin illustration that I made. As you can see, like the little lanterns are the same. And I was like, when I saw this, I was like, these could totally be ghosts because they kind of have the same shape and everything. There. So I can just reuse that whenever I'm running low on time, like now. And and repurpose it. That's what I was trying to say. I think Gina did the same thing with one of her older illustrations for Inktober, for this one, with the first prompt that I ever gave. And that's pretty cool because it makes you save time, but you're doing something new. It's more than allowed to do that, to help yourself. And she's also participating in Inktober. So that's another thing that one, if you want, you can do. You can try to adjust your illustration to fit 2 different prompts. And then you post that and you're participating in both challenges. I think that's really smart. Okay, I'm gonna use this color for I'm gonna turn this into alpha log and use this color for the inner part. Okay, I said this last time and I'm gonna say it again. I know we hit the hour mark, and so I understand, like, if you have to go do something else, don't worry about me. You can watch the replay and see what you missed. But we don't have like a lot longer. This one is actually very simple to make, and then we have the pumpkin. So for this one, what I'm gonna do is I'm done with this template, so I'm just gonna hide it. I'm going to create a new layer on top. Get this brown and use the bonobo chalk. There was a better way of doing this, but I'm gonna wing it. There was a clipping mask way of doing it, like we learned before, so that it would have stayed within these limits. But I forgot to create that on a new layer, you see. Okay. I'm doing a workaround by just erasing this part so that it looks like it's within the layers. I mean, this is not like a super complex thing, so I can do that. And if you think that it's too dark, I'm going to reduce the opacity. And you can use for this also my brushes so that we can do it faster. I'm gonna get the 3 little flowers one, maybe make them pink and put them over here. Let's get this little mushroom as well. Put it over here. And maybe a couple of leaves. This one is called Fresh Leaves. And I'm gonna get green. Let's put it in a layer because that one is, we're gonna have to adjust. Okay, it fell in the right place, no worries. I actually don't, if you have them in the same layer, what you can do is just select the one that you don't want in that one and cut and paste, which I do most of the time because I always forget. I always say you have to create a new layer and I always forget. Okay. I usually don't like having outlines in my illustrations, so that's why. I mean, I gave it to you as a template, as a brush, but I use it as a template, so I'm just gonna do that and add little dots on top. Maybe like with this color. Um, okay, and let's give the center parts of these flowers a little bit of detail. Yeah, and I'm gonna create just another leaf over here so that it looks a bit more like it has a bit more stuff going on. Okay, and let's create on top of that a few lights with white so that it looks like something is coming out of this. And I'm gonna just add a few little circles here and there. And let's duplicate this. In the bottom one, I'm going to get the transform tool and move. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna create it again because I don't like, I'm gonna clear this layer. I'm gonna create another one because I would like for them to be a bit more curved like that. Um, these are going to be the same color as the background, and we're gonna see that in a moment. So we're gonna go to the bottom or wherever it's behind us for you. We're gonna create a new layer, get the Bonoma chalk brush, get a yellow, and do this. And now you can actually see those lines. I think, yes. And yeah, I think I added like, I mean, let's duplicate the top layer. I'm gonna move it like this, maybe rotate it a little bit, bring it down here, turn it into alpha lock, and I'm also using the palette one, and just fill layer, and with yellow, we can have a few more details like that. Okay, and then for an added little detail, I'm gonna use this color over here so that it's like very tiny things that make the illustration look a bit less flat. So that it has like a little bit more dimension. Okay, actually, yes. This thing is looking a bit like too. Let me. erase like a little part like I did before. Okay, maybe that's a little better. Okay, and now for the background, I do the same thing that I did before. I just get maybe a slightly darker color uh, from the background one. Let's go back to classic, make it slightly darker. And with this brush, let's add a bit of texture. And that's it for this illustration.